Welcome back. This is the second part of Key Concept 2, Lean Categories and Categories of Waste. In the second presentation for this concept, we will focus specifically on the categories of waste. Here you see an overview of the common types of waste, otherwise known as MUDA. Let's take a look at each type of waste in more detail. First, we will examine underutilized intellect. Examples of underutilized intellect could be untapped skills or not asking people who do the job for input. Underutilizing employee skills and abilities, using antiquated business tools and systems, limited employee empowerment, and control and command leadership styles. Next, we'll look at waiting. Types of waste caused by waiting could be waiting on approvals from others, or the next operation waiting, waiting on information from others, waiting for equipment or system repairs or maintenance, equipment or systems downtime and unplanned interruptions that occur due to inefficiencies, and delays due to scheduling of people or needed resources. Next, we'll examine excess motion. This could be walking to or from equipment or work areas, hunting or searching for proper supplies or materials, traveling to other offices or buildings, manual operations that could be automated, and too many people involved. Moving on to extra processing. Extra processing could involve extra samples, reports, or copies, unnecessary information or operations, excessive cost accounting or reporting, multiple re-entry of data, and excessive approval paths. Now we'll look at overprocessing. Overprocessing could involve purchasing more that is needed, making more product than ordered, making product components before an order is received, making product before people are ready for it, and working unnecessary overtime. And now we'll look at unnecessary inventory. This could be excess material and supplies, unnecessary literature and reports, obsolete equipment, excess pre-printed labels and forms, and unnecessary files. Moving on to transportation. This could be the excess movement of goods or work in process, multiple approvals and handoffs of paperwork, excessive emails and or multiple people copied on these emails, unnecessary travel, and misdirected calls. And our final type of waste that we'll examine are corrections, rework, and scrap. This could be any product or service that does not meet specifications and therefore either needs to be reworked and or scrapped. It could also involve product or service defects, design errors, change orders, staff and leadership turnover, and lost customers. Think about all of the common types of waste. Then consider the wisdom of Joseph Giron, who established the 80-15 rule, which means that at least 85% of the problems or wastes are in systems, not in an individual person or set of circumstances. Another philosophy related to continuous improvement is called the theory of constraints. It was introduced by Elihu Goldratt in the 1980s in his classic book, The Goal. This philosophy on continuous improvement stresses the importance of identifying weak links in a process, with an understanding that a chain is no stronger than its weakest link. Let's review. Quality in a product or service is not what the supplier puts in. It is what the customer gets out and is willing to pay for. A product is not quality because it is hard to make and costs a lot of money, as manufacturers typically believe. This is incompetence. Customers pay only for what is of use to them and gives them value. Nothing else constitutes quality. The most dangerous kind of waste is the waste that we do not recognize. And if you do not look for waste, you may not see it. A good place to start is by identifying processes that are either problematic or frustrating to you or others in your organization. Remember that at least 85% of problems are in systems. Fewer than 15% are attributable to some particular individual or set of circumstances. And finally, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Now that you have learned more about lean and the categories of waste, let's look at the next steps you should take to master this key concept. First, you will have the opportunity to enhance your learning by viewing 2 supplementary videos to learn more about this concept. Then, you will reinforce your learning by reviewing the common types of waste covered in this module, and you will be asked to identify at least one that you could examine further for process improvement. And finally, you will assess your learning by completing a practice quiz on this key topic.